one reason why I wanted to learn more about agriculture is because I keep thinking about how nature and how agriculture relates to our human living spaces and to architecture and to things like city planning, and this has really made me wonder about urban sprawl in our ghettos, and what's going on in the inner city, and how these cars are affecting our mental state. I think in these cities and these sprawling places, they're dilapidated. There's the architecture isn't very beautiful. There's cars everywhere. I think this environment makes you anxious, and it makes you and it's not pleasant, and it's really bringing us down. These American cities, there's there nature is gone. There's barely any architecture, and I just think that this is a disaster. And I wonder if we can integrate permacultural design and 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 urban gardens and having edible landscapes into our urban living environments. I think the feeling of growing your own food and being in nature gives people a feeling of peace and gives people a feeling of empowerment. And if you look in a lot of the 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 most socially disenfranchised places, I think a lot of these problems could be alleviated and helped if if we could enable people to grow their own food and to be self-sufficient, and give them that freedom and give them that empowerment. So education isn't an end all be all, and these educational principles aren't working. People are having to go into tons of student loan debt, and there's obviously problems in the system. Telling somebody to, I mean, education can't be and isn't anymore the way of social mobility, and we have to look at things differently. And I think the first step is returning back to where we came from, and that's agriculture. It I wonder if we could integrate agriculture, integrate nature, and remember what what's nature's design in our buildings, in our agriculture, in our living spaces, and use these principles in order to direct what goes on in our urban living spaces.